Welcome back to the Spectrum YouTube channel. My name is Rafał and today we will discuss something about the strength of our 3D prints. The idea for today's experiment came when I saw this one tool that it's supposed to be holding at least 250 kilograms. And this tool, it's foldable. It's reinforced with some rods, metal rods on the hinges, but it still weighs only 3.5 kilograms. So I was wondering how it's possible that 3.5 kilograms costs, less than 1 kilogram of PETG and it's still holding 250 kilograms. It's for the bike, plus, for example, myself on it to test or tune anything. But just looking at this tool, you can already see this honeycomb pattern inside. Outside is just the flat surface, so the aesthetics are there. But inside there is this structure. It looks like, for example, infill, but without inner wall. Thinking like, 3D printing. So I already seen this small part of the video from CNC Kitchen about bump mesh when you're using this texture on the outside of the cylinder, and then you can have a little bit of reinforcement in your 3D model. So I just printed some cylinders with different bump meshes. Different patterns to test it out and see what's the difference. And today's my little helper, it's PETG from the Filament, color strawberry pink. It's a very nice subtle pink, which is very delicious in my opinion. It doesn't look like a strawberry in my opinion, but more like something very sweet and pretty good. Let's go to our small device that I made in plasticity. It's so funny. We have this small weird device that we're gonna have repetitive results when you're gonna do it. So yeah, we have a small lever that we're gonna put inside with the hinge, and then we have a small stopping pin, so we don't gonna overdo it. It's gonna stop every single time at the same spot. And also I have my old scale, kitchen scale. Yeah, it still works, so this is the most important part. Okay, we're gonna put this scale on the device, and then we're gonna put the lever, and we're gonna put the hinge. Okay, so this is the ending and stopping point, so we don't gonna go any further, and we're gonna center it, so it's gonna be in the center. I hope in the second camera we're gonna see everything when we have a grams, and then we're gonna start with our test subject. So this is a vase mode printed with PETG. So I choose PETG because it's very soft, so it's very flexible. We're gonna have a nice comparison to that. The test subject, it's only printed with 0.45 millimeter width. So one wall, this width, and the rest of it, it's 0.8 millimeter. So I will talk about it more in a second. We're gonna zero it, so it's gonna be 0. Okay, I just checked the camera on the top and I think it's working. Okay, so let's go, let's push it down. So to the stop point, it's almost going away. It's about 181 grams of force to push it to this point. Let's do it one more time. Yes, 188 grams. So let's double the width of the wall and we're gonna see what's gonna happen. This is the one. This is flat, one wall, vase mode, print. You can basically see the time lapse. It's nothing special. We're gonna put it on a scale. We're gonna put it under the lever and we're gonna zero it because it's 8 grams more heavy. So this one, it was 8 grams, and I think this is 16 or 17 grams by the slicer. So let's see what's gonna happen. I'm pushing it down and going to the point, we already have 1,400 grams. 1,400 grams. So it's almost 8 times more stiffer than the one wall. So I think you see the difference? Yes. So just doubling the material, doubling the amount of the width of the wall gives us so much different results. So this is pretty impressive in my opinion. Okay, we're gonna start with the honeycomb, and we have 3 different types, because first type, it's the extrusion, not extrusion, it's going outside the model only by 0.4 millimeter. So it's going like the texture, it's on the both sides, right? So it's like a perforated reinforcement. I'm not sure if it's correct, but you know what I mean. We're gonna put it under our device. It's 0 grams. It means that this is the same amount of material. And let's see what is the difference. We're gonna push it to the limit, its end. 1,600 grams. So it's only 100 grams more, but it's still the same weight, right? Amount of material. So not so bad, but printing time, it's a bit more extended. The next contender is the same, but the offset of the texture is 0.8 millimeter. So it's much more, but it's still the same amount of material, and the print time is a bit slower. But let's see what is the difference. 0 grams, it means it weighs the same, and we're gonna push it down to the limit. And it's 2,160 grams, 70. So now it's much more stiffer. Just by doing a little bit more offset on this texture, it's giving us more rigidity. So this is very important when we're gonna use this information when we're gonna make models, for example. The next contender is the same honeycomb, the same size, but with going out by 1.2 millimeter. So it's even more going out. Let's see, it's 0 grams, it means it's the same, and we're gonna push it to the limit. And it's 2,400 grams, something like that, 2,400 grams. So it's a little bit more stiffer, not so much difference, but it's still a bit stiffer. Please remember, this is the same amount of material and almost the same time of printing. But yeah, you can feel it more under the fingers. So we're going a little bit to the right direction. And then I have different pattern, because maybe pattern does have some difference, you know. This honeycomb, it was a lot of it, and these triangles are not so much there. Probably it's gonna be a little bit lighter. No, it's almost the same. I think it's the same. Okay, let's push it down. And this is 1,700 grams, but please remember, this is 0.4 millimeter offset on the texture. So let's take the 0.4 from this one and see 1,690, 1,700 almost. So I think the pattern, it's not as important as the offset. Yeah, it's almost the same. So you see, you can choose the pattern on the bump mesh app made by CNC Kitchen. I'm gonna leave the link in the description because this is awesome tool. Thank you very much, Stefan. Okay, and now we have 0.8 millimeter offset on the texture with the triangles, and we will see what is the difference, how much we can achieve. Let's push it down, and we have 2,060. If you're gonna put more offset on it, you're gonna get more stiffness, more rigidity. But if you're gonna change the pattern, maybe it's gonna affect your 3D model in different way, depending on how you're gonna put it on a 3D model, which side, how big the texture is, etc. And probably you're gonna ask yourselves, like, how do you gonna use it in real life? The fastest and simplest example will be this small device, because for example, maybe this lever, it's not as stiff as it's supposed to be, and it could probably bend a little bit. So you can put the texture outside, on the outside walls and inside walls, and suddenly having the same amount of material, it's gonna take a bit more time to print, but you're gonna get a much more stiffer part. And it doesn't matter which material, maybe except flexible materials, but maybe not. It's gonna be a bit stiffer. So if you're gonna use this one, maybe we're gonna get different results because we're gonna push the lever on a different in a different way. This is like a joke because probably it's gonna be the same. Then I'm just gonna show it to you. Yeah, it's almost the same, doesn't really matter, but when it matters, it's on bigger probably parts, like this tool you saw on the beginning of the video. And if you want to get your item more stiffer and more rigid, try to put some textures here and there, if it's possible, because sometimes you want to get just smooth surface, right? But you can use those patterns on the inside layer, for example, when it's not visible. Well, this is the end of our short experiment. I hope you learned something today. Let me know in the comments if you like to use those patterns and bumpmesh.com, and if this video was helpful to you. You can leave a like if you want. Please subscribe to our channel so you won't miss next episode, and remember to choose our filaments from the shop.spectrumfilaments.com, and especially for you, please use SpectrumYT10 code to get 10% off on your order.